Yeah. Let's we'll move into the next one here with Fringe Finance. Sorry for taking so long here to get to you, but I think we've got so the Fringe Finance proposal here. So Carlos, if you want to come up here, that would be great. I've just invited you. And we'll make this kind of the last thing that we chat about here today. Again, really appreciate the 277 that have stuck around here. But Carlos, my bad there on that. Carlos, if you don't mind, just if you can kind of break down the proposal here. Thanks for waiting this out so long.
Okay, so, well, nice to meet you all. It was pretty interesting. I wasn't expecting you to be vetting head chef candidates today, so that was a bit of a surprise. And yeah, I understand that took a long time, especially with the community being so passionate. So
always a surprise here. Always something surprising here over at Sushi. But yeah, carry on.
Yes. Our proposal, Fringe Finance, is basically a new generation lending platform. And our motto is DeFi for everyone. So what we're aiming to do is that we're aiming to list as many collateral assets as possible. And to do that, we only have one capital asset pool. So all the loans are capitalized in USDC for now. And we're trying to list tokens that have no current access to DeFi. We launched the platform less than a week ago. Basically, it's been organically accruing some TVL, although of course it's very, very early days. And our proposal, which you can see the link for in the AMA text questions channel, was based around, just us listing sushi, listing xSUSHI. We currently, I think, can offer an LVR of around 37% for sushi loans. So basically $37 on every $100 worth of collateralization in sushi. And of course, it would be great if we can move forward with that and have both parties announce the integration and just seeing opening a line of communication for us to collaborate any further whenever possible.
Okay.
The first question I just really got to ask is, what would differentiate it from, I guess, the Kashi pools that we offer right now? Because you totally could bring sushi or xSUSHI for USDC or USDT guide loan or anything like that.
Yeah, and that's a great question. Fringe works a bit differently, and the way we're trying to align the incentives, of course, if you're talking about loans and on those terms, you could pretty much take a loan on any platform that lists sushi, right, against any other asset. Fringe offers quite a different solution overall in that the incentives are aligned differently. So within the Fringe platform, the Fringe token, our native token, is staked to earn rewards from the platform fees. So in that way, we're envisioning the platform to be an overall way to distribute platform fees back into token holders. That's like the main difference. Eventually, and this is coming, staking might be coming this month or next month, but a bit further down the roadmap, we also want to start issuing a stablecoin that's collateralized by multiple altcoins. So we have seen that, of course, there was a lot of attention towards stablecoins very recently, and we have seen that the model that it's sort of built to endure harsher market conditions is collateralized. So we want to take that even further and spread the collateralization as much as possible in between as many assets as we can cover. I don't know if I answered your question or if I went on in a tangent there.
Yeah, no, yeah, it is different. So yeah, compared to like the isolated pools that we got going on and whatnot. And you're just basically going for the token, the collateral versus what you're borrowing. You know, those are the two tokens that are dealt out, and then maybe the sushi from the farm. But yeah, that is different. That's cool.
Yes, and I've looked into quite a number of lending platforms. So forgive me if I'm mistaking you for another one. But the way this happens within Sushi, I think if you lock your Sushi tokens for a loan, can they still be loaned out within your platform?
Well, so you mean the xSUSHI, like sushi for xSUSHI, or things that you put into the bento box? Because the lending is handled through the bento box vault. And
Right. So I don't remember correctly whether in bento assets that are used as collateral can also be taken as loans by other users.
So yeah, you're kind of not necessarily. Well, does that turn out to be fractionalized then? So we're like fractionalizing it even further. We're lending the assets are no, because you're lending out the borrowed asset or the collateral. You're also lending out collateral, is what you're saying.
Because we have identified that a couple platforms do this. I just wanted to clarify that we don't. We see this model as unsustainable. So I didn't remember if that happened within your lending solution, but that doesn't happen within ours. Like if you lock out collateral in your personal collateral vault, that stays there and you're the only person that can withdraw it. It doesn't get fractionalized any further.
No, I don't. Yeah, it doesn't. However,
it's just held for liquidation purposes, just
right. And as it's in the bento box, it is generating yield is the idea, so that it does actually grow. Correct.
If the strategy is utilizing a token that you've deposited in the bento box, if it's not being actively utilized by a borrower, then it could be utilized elsewhere. Yeah.
And yes, I do see Sarang.
Right. So on our platform. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, here's Sarang. He says we don't.
Yeah, so the bento box strategies are not like loans of themselves. Like other protocols can develop strategies, like any unutilized funds could be used for those strategies.
Okay, that's great. Well, this is the same case in Fringe Finance. Your tokens that you collateralize are not reloaned, so that's actually a similarity. Thanks for clarifying that. Yeah, so I would say the main differences then between both lie just in the design of the lending platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I guess it would just be probably the biggest question is if there's extra upside to or extra revenue generation that could be utilized through Fringe versus using the liquidity internally through Kashi or something like that. But maybe even want to look at how there's ways that I don't know if it makes sense to try and see how like Fringe using the Kashi liquidity or using pools to somehow there's some way to kind of collaborate there. I don't know if that works or not, but that's kind of just one thought. I don't know, maybe not. But
it's Sushi listed.
Yeah, that could be interesting, but it's to be looked.
Because it's just listing it there is the one thing, but then we just talk about listing the sushi, but wondering if there's ways to, I don't know, maybe try and tie. I don't know if that makes sense here, but
I have an
actual
question to the project. How do you prevent a bank run? Because if you also are lending out tokens that are collateralized, maybe a group of persons want to collateralize token back, but if the protocol lend out the tokens in question, you cannot give the tokens back. So how do you?
I was specifying that we do not do that. We have identified that certain platforms do, but we do not.
Oh, my bad then. Sorry.
All good.
No worries.
Borrow stables against sushi. The idea was to rebalance the capital and put it in whitelist strategies, which earn yield. On the whitelisted strategy, whitelisted as rebalance can claw back to protect from liquidation. Voila. Okay. That's, I'm not sure how much more I can actually input onto this. When it comes to, I'll have to look into a little further into Fringe Finance and and what this makes sense. But yeah, I mean, if it even is just like listing, maybe that's enough. But yeah, I don't know anything further here. I know I really appreciate everybody sticking around here. We're into this over 2 hours now, so. But yeah, any other further kind of comments, questions on this?
I guess this was like a bit small potatoes when compared to everything else that was discussed here today. But yeah, we just wanted, like, from the Fringe side, we just wanted to present this idea to your community to make everyone aware that this is a possibility. And if people, like you said, this is only a listing proposal, so people can see it on the forum and vote on it. And I guess if we do move forward with listing Sushi and xSUSHI, well, there will always be other opportunities to come and talk about potential loans and collateralizing tokens to fund operations and all that. But for now, we just wanted to introduce Fringe and offer the possibility of listing you guys there.
Awesome. Okay, well, that's thank you for coming on here today and kind of giving us this quick overview on Fringe and making it aware. But I think that's great. Thank you so much, Carlos.
Thank you very much for the platform, Han.
Yeah, you betcha.
Good
Thanks
luck
for
with
coming on.
we discussed today.
Yeah, appreciate it.